How to research keywords for YouTube. Well, the real question is, do you want to do it the right way or the wrong way? And chances are you've been doing it the wrong way and you've been taught it the wrong way, but I'm here to set things straight. You're going to learn it the right way, and I'm going to demonstrate how you do it. All right, we're going to dive right into some keyword research. I'm just going to demonstrate in this episode so you can see hands-on exactly how I do it. Now, if you don't know my strategy yet, the 5-ingredient formula that I follow to get such great results on YouTube, you do want to understand that strategy so that this will make a lot more sense. Go ahead and click right up here and watch that video. It's called How to Get 1,000 Subscribers on YouTube in a Day, and that'll give you a good foundation so that you'll understand what you see here. So the first two searches I plan on doing are Get Referrals and Ask Referrals. I want to see what type of questions we can find with that. So let's type in Get Referrals. And let me explain what we're looking at here. This is the keyword magic tool. Now this website, SEMrush, they've been around a really long time and they have a whole lot of amazing tools. I'm sure they're amazing, except for I don't use any of them but this one tool. It's kind of like the one tool to rule them all. All right, so you hit search and you'll see similar results to what you'll see in other tools, but then here's what makes it different. This questions button right there. So it filters out everything that's not a question, and it still has thousands of results left over. Then I'm going to turn on another filter, and I'm going to turn up the word count minimum to 8. So what this means is I'm looking for questions that are at least 8 words or longer. So let's see what we find here. And I do notice right off the bat that there's a lot of them referring to doctor. So I'm just going to exclude the word doctor. And I could continue to exclude more words if I wanted to, so X-ray or MRI or things like that, but I'm going to see what happens if I start combing through the list about getting referrals, for businesses. So if I teach people about referrals and getting referrals, this might be a good one. How to get realtor referrals as a loan officer. I mean, that's really specific. So I'd be talking to a very specific audience in that video, but it would really be applicable to them, and it would make them want to watch the video all the way to the end. Here's another specific one. How to get referrals as a bank teller. This one's kind of interesting, but you could make a whole episode about it because there's enough search volume. How to get people to use your referral code. So you'll notice that I'm just scanning past a lot of topics here, a lot of questions that don't really apply to me, and that is pretty common. Sometimes all of them apply, some of them only a few apply, but digging through and finding the ones that are unique is extremely valuable. You find the gold this way. All right, so I'm down to the bottom of this page. I've still got search volume. As long as there's at least 10 searches per month, I keep going, so I'm going to hit next. And all those selections that I made will stay saved, so I can still come back and get those. All right, and as I just got to the end of page 2, we also got to 0 search volume. So I'm going to end my search there, and I've got 8 that I selected here. Okay, so I'll paste those ones in there, and now let's go do the second search, Ask Referrals. Ooh, here's some good ones. How to ask for a referral on LinkedIn, or how to ask for referrals in an email. How to ask for a referral from a client or from existing clients. Those are pretty similar. If the topic is so similar, you'd want to pick the one that's your favorite and just make one episode on that topic. So I found some good ones there. I'm sure I could find some more. But just by changing the word to ask, we're able to find some other good ones. And in this search, looks like I found 8 more to add to our list. And now I want to do one more just to show you. What if I remove that word ask? Okay, we're going to get a lot more diversity in what we find, but on some searches it's worth it. So I'd want to come in here and exclude a lot more things. So there's a lot of people wanting referrals to a dermatologist, but that's not really what we're searching for. So I've got a few more words that I've excluded there. We're still going to have to sort, but the ones that we find are going to be amazing. I'll show you. I thought of one more thing. There's a lot of questions that start with do I need or do you need? So I'm going to exclude those. And if you put in brackets like this, it'll make sure that it excludes that exact phrase. And you have to make sure you use the right type of bracket. Okay, I'm going to end my search there just because it is pretty time consuming and you've probably seen enough time lapse. I want to show you when I export this. I added 15 more. All right, so I'll just paste those 15 right here. So I just found some really good unique ones that I wouldn't have found otherwise. What is an advantage of using employee referral campaigns? or how to get people to use your referral code. Or this one's really specific, kind of two of them, how to create a referral link on WhatsApp, or how to do a referral contest on Facebook. Lots of ideas I would have never thought of before. Okay, let's do another search for lead generation. Of course, I turn on the questions button and I turn on that word count filter. Look how specific this is right off the bat. How to generate leads from Facebook for real estate. How to generate more leads from your website. How can we generate leads through social media? How to create a lead generation campaign in LinkedIn. So if you're a lead generation expert, I just found a goldmine for you here. You'll definitely want to come here and comb through this entire list and find all the ones that apply to you that are unique. I even get to the bottom of the page and we still haven't run out. So let's just see what's on page 2. Yep, there's still more. As long as there's 10, so this would be the cutoff point right here. As long as there's 10 searches per month, you want to keep digging through this list. And while we've got lead generation up, let me just change it to lead magnet, because that's another cool topic. Okay, and it's a shorter list, but there's some good videos that we want to create here. How to create a lead magnet on Facebook. That's actually a topic I want to watch. I don't know how to do it on Facebook. How to create a lead magnet with Canva. That's pretty cool. Or with MailChimp, or on WordPress. Okay, so there's some other good topics for you if you're an expert on creating lead magnets. Okay, the last search that we're going to do here is email opt-in. See what questions people are asking about that. And with phrases like this, something to pay attention to is spacing. So when I did this before, I tried opt-in without a space, with a space, or with a hyphen. Try it in all ways, but I found in this case, you put a space in there, and that's the way that people are most commonly searching for it. So again, I've got to turn on that questions button and turn on my minimum word count. And right off the bat, we've got a lot of good ones that we can see right from the beginning. How to add email opt-in to WordPress, how to build an opt-in email list, and this one gets really specific, how to edit double opt-in email MailChimp. So even though that's not worded in the most conversational way, that would definitely be the way you'd want to title your video, just because it's exactly what people are searching for, and it has enough consistent search volume each month. So a way that you could address that in your episode is, hey, this is a question that gets asked a lot consistently on Google and YouTube. It's how to edit double opt-in email MailChimp. So really specific there. Okay, this list was shorter. I got down to 0 pretty quick, but it's real specific. And you know, if you're going to make some episodes on email opt-in, you probably would have made 1 or 2, maybe 3 episodes max on that. Now I've got a list of 9 different episodes you can make on this one topic. All right, so I'll just add these to my Google Doc. Now we just went through several examples of boring keyword research. This isn't the funnest thing, but I really want to emphasize how important this is. If you skip this step, your videos won't get seen. Okay, your videos will be great. Your videos will be really valuable, but you don't have a built-in audience for them. You're going to have to pay to get people to come and find these videos, and that's not what we want to do. Just by taking this step, doing the keyword research first, and finding the actual questions, the actual wording that people are using when they do these searches, that just saves the whole process of marketing. You put your videos on YouTube, and now you have a built-in audience. Your videos will rise to the top of YouTube, and these people will find your videos. Now that you've caught the vision of the difference between push and pull marketing, I have a 5-ingredient formula that I want to share with you. I've recorded another episode. You can either click on it here or up here. The episode is how to get 1,000 subscribers a day on YouTube.